and welcome back to my desk. Again, it's the kitchen counter as the light is a little bit better in here in the evening, and I was certainly not going to put off opening this box any longer. This is the monthly subscription box from R.atelier. As always, it comes in this lovely little cardboard box, and this one has arrived in extremely good condition this time, so I'm going to pass this on to my sister. On the front, as always, you get your personalized, like a book plate. There is a stamp, which is the R.atelier stamp, and then the examples of some of the stamps that will be in the box. Apologies for the slight shadow on today. And I'm particularly excited about this image here. I'll just bring this up a little bit closer. Oh, the string is caught underneath the box. And so as we can see, this is going to be a stamp with a hand holding an extremely long fountain pen. As always, each of the items are wrapped separately in lovely paper, and I'm going to be a little bit vicious in how I take this off to move swiftly along. And this is going to be a stamp. And as I suspected, this is the hand holding the pen, and that is quite a lovely stamp. And I must do a video where I try out some of my stamp collection for you. Another stamp. This one has a rather unusual design on it. Can't even tell if I'm holding it the right way up. I'm not even sure what that says. Fading in true while flowering in past. Very strange. I'm not sure what that is. Still, lovely little stamp, and we'll add that probably to the giveaway collection. And this is very interesting, very long, potentially an extremely wide washi tape. I want to say this is close to 4 inches long. So let's open this and see what's inside. Now, this is quite something. If I can find the beginning of it, it's here. My nails are a little short at the moment. And indeed, it is a washi. Let's see what pattern we have here. Seems to be a woman on it. Is that a woman? Extremely difficult. Oh, a series of panels. Okay, so I can see the image now more clearly on that. 2 people, and again another 2 people here. Let me get that so the shine is not so bad on it. So it's a series of scenes. We seem to be, and I don't want to go much further because I've rolled out a good sort of 10 to 12 inches here, and we're not repeating yet. And it seems to be a series of 2 people in each panel. I won't call them couples because you have, they don't seem to be couples. So hopefully that will roll up and be reusable, the section that I have pulled out. So the R.atelier is of course a monthly subscription box. However, it does not appear to renew. You sign up for 6 months, and mine is due to run out in I think December. I think I'll proactively renew it myself. I don't believe it will renew by itself. And it comes with everything wrapped in these lovely little pieces of tissue paper with the R.atelier stickers on them. And it ships from China and has Chinese and Japanese themes in the material. So these all appear to be actors. They appear to be wearing actors' masks, some of them. So the imagery is always quite lovely and unusual. And generally speaking, you will receive a stamp, a washi, one of the small envelopes with the small pieces of card in them, and then 2 envelopes that have a mixture of paper ephemera and stickers. So we'll open this one. And I always put the box to one side, and we'll pour out the contents of the envelope. The envelopes are extremely useful and quite lovely, made from parchment paper. So these, I can tell, have a shiny back, which means that they are stickers, and you just get a series of imagery, sort of vintage-esque imagery. The whole box is intended to be a vintage theme. These seem to be from posters, advertisements, and potentially cinema or theatre posters. And then you get a series of parchment pieces, some of which have sticky backs on them, like this pair of little owls, very sweet. This one is also sticky back, lovely, lovely trees there. And the selection of material is always very unusual, and some great imagery contained within. Sometimes when I'm doing these, I don't know what direction I'm holding them up. This one's quite difficult to see. Seems to be a little, well, upside down as always, my goodness. A little lamb, and this one has a sticky back. So sometimes the parchment pieces come with sticky backs, little squirrel there, I think I know somebody who might like that. And then sometimes they don't have sticky backs. When they don't have sticky backs, and if they are a square shape, I will use photo corners to stick them down, particularly the parchment items, because if you use glue, the glue seeps through. Not so much that it actually physically seeps through, but you can see the... I'm holding that the wrong direction. Oh, I don't know which direction that should be. Oh, little fans. Stickers of little fans. Well, now that is just delightful and charming. So as I say, if the parchment pieces, if you use glue to stick them down, it just turns into a very visible mess behind things. Oh, seems to be mostly stickers. Ordinarily, or previously, something like this would not have had a sticky back, but the shininess seems to be a shiny layer that you can remove and then becomes a sticker. And just another one of the fans there. Very sweet. Oh, this paper is a very unusual texture this time. Sometimes I struggle to know what to do with these papers, as I don't do scrapbooking or journaling of the type where you decorate extensively in your notebook. This paper has a slightly different quality to previous papers that have been more standard and cardboardy. This is, I don't know quite how to describe it, there's a rough texture to it slightly, and it's quite lightweight. That's very nice indeed. I wonder what we have here. It's upside down at the moment. Wow, now this is quite something. Letters of the alphabet, and they are little page markers. Now that's very nice. I like that a lot. That's an excellent addition. A mix of imagery. There seems to be an anchor there. I'm not sure quite what else. That appears to be some form of animal skull. But they're really quite lovely. Very unusual. Haven't seen those before. Second envelope. And as I say, if you were to go to the trouble yourself, you might be able to find some of these on these wholesale websites, but frankly I haven't got the time or the energy to be doing that, and I prefer to get these items curated. It's one of those things, I started out with this subscription box thinking it would not be a favourite of mine because I don't do scrapbooking and I don't do a lot of this material, but I have to say it's quite the joyful little box and I really enjoy getting it. And because of that, I will probably resubscribe to this box. There are other boxes that I probably won't resubscribe to, and I'll be speaking about that towards the end of the year as they expire. So these ones here are the ones that are not sticky backs, but again, quite lovely, and I do find them useful. I'm very happy to use them as book plates and using photo corners in the four corners to stick them down. And then the Berlin Dom, again, because I don't scrapbook, I probably don't have much use for this, but they seem quite nice. And then a series of cards which are in the shape of bookmarks, so extremely useful and quite lovely patterns, vintage floral with what looks like extracts from letters or something on the background. Ferns, I adore ferns, quite obsessed with ferns. So this is quite lovely. I will use that card, and it is indeed set out as a postcard. Goodness me, the shadow is very bad in this video. I need to find a better setup or maybe get some lights. Now, I haven't seen these, but this strikes me that you could use this as a bookmark. If you can see that, the gentleman's beard sort of folds up, and so it could be put down on a page. If we pretend this is a page, you know, he could go like that and be a little bookmark. Very cute. I'm not sure if this one does the same thing. Doesn't seem to. Just a little cute little cardboard character. If I can bring that up slightly closer to the camera. And another one, and this chap does seem to function in that way where his arms could go either side of a page and act as a bookmark. A miniature little notepad. Nice design, few little pages, handy for bringing in a bag if you just want to take a few notes somewhere. And then the calendar for October. Again, the person who compiles these boxes always takes into account that it will take quite some time for it to get to you, and so the calendar is always well in advance. It's now early September when I've received this box, and so that is very useful because I can set it to the side and I don't have to think of using it straight away, and I can even gift it to somebody because I have time to do that. So the final item that you invariably receive, let me just open this up, let me grab a scissors. As I say, the final item that you generally receive are some stamps. And oftentimes these will be displayed on the front of the box. So we have the typewriter, and we have these hours of the day. And so they are there. And these seems to be the months of the year and some additional numbers. Not really sure, perhaps you're intended to cut those up. And then the word handmade and the word travel. So they're nice and they always add to the collection. As I say, I will do a separate video where I try out some of my stamps and inks. So another lovely box from R.atelier. This is the September box as far as I'm aware. And certainly, as I say, one of the subscriptions that I'm considering renewing. And as I say, it does not appear to auto-renew, so I will make a point of doing that around December time. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!